Today's cryptic crossword clue is risk walk after injuring rear. And the first thing to notice about this clue is its lovely surface. Cryptic crossword enthusiasts will often talk about the surface reading of a clue, and that's because there are two levels to a cryptic crossword clue. If you were talking about a normal crossword, the surface would be the clue, they would be one and the same. But in a cryptic crossword, you've got the plain reading of the clue, the surface reading, and then there's always something else that's going on underneath. And in this clue, there's just a beautiful surface where you've got a patient risking their first walk after injuring their bottom, essentially. But there's also some interesting stuff going on underneath in the wordplay. And at first glance, it's quite a straightforward wordplay where we need to find a word for walk and put it after injuring rear, whatever injuring rear means, and it will give us a word for risk, which would be our definition. And so when I first looked at this, I thought, well, injuring rear, injuring here is probably an anagram indicator telling us to take the word rear and mess it up, injure it, affect it, change it. And rear is 4 letters, so then I would need a 2-letter word for walk. And I thought, well, a word for walk could be go. If you walk, you leave, you walk out. And so go could be a synonym for walk here. And then we rearrange rear and maybe we get arago. Is there a word kind of like that? I couldn't think of one, and that made me rethink injuring rear, which can just be the rear letter of the word injuring, the last letter, G. And then I need to find a 5-letter word for walk. Well, walk actually has a lot of synonyms, especially in the 5-letter range. So I decided to turn to what I thought was the definition, risk, and see if I could find a 6-letter word for risk starting with G. And it wasn't too hard to find the word gamble, which would give us amble as a synonym for walk.